Hello, my name is Keshwani. It is Keshwani, Keshwani. We are here because we want to prepare for SAT. We have been solving SAT math problems out of this book here, the official SAT study guide. If you do not own this book already, purchase one immediately. You're going to need it. The problem that we are about to solve is the one that you will find on page number 861. Please turn to it. Page 861, and today is our lesson number 119. Number 13. Number 13, the very first problem in the first column. We are given two functions. I was about to say we are given a function. We are not given a function. We are given two functions. The name of the first function, the first function is called g, which is a function of n, and we are told it equals n squared plus n. And the second one is called h. The name of the function is h, and it is the relationship between the y, the independent variable, and n is n squared minus n. Same thing here. This is our y coordinate, obviously. The question is, what's the difference between the value of the function g when n equals 5 minus the value of the function h when n equals 4. So that's all we have to do. Let's find out what the value of this function is when n equals 5. The value of the function g, when n equals 5 is simply 5 squared plus 5. Wherever we see n, we replace it with 5. So we get 25 plus 5, which is 30. Value of the function h when n equals to 4 is simply 4 squared minus 4, 16 minus 4, which is 12. And that's it, we are done. And therefore, what they are looking for is the value of the function g when n equals 5 minus the value of the function h when n equals 4. It is simply 30 minus 12 or 18. The answer is D. Now, if you read the top of the column there, it says question number 13 and 14 refer to these two functions. Whenever the problem appear in pairs, listen carefully. Whenever problem appear in pairs, it is their way of saying that the very first one in that pair is going to be very simple, very straightforward, very easy, and the next problem is going to be a little bit tricky. Now, if they appear in triplets, sometimes they give you 3 problems, and they will tell you the problem number 7, 8, and 9 are based on the following information. Well, if they appear triplet as 7, 8, and 9, then the first one is very simple, very easy, the next one is medium, and the last one is hard, regardless of where you are in the section. So if there are 20 questions in the section, 1 through 20, and 7, 8, and 9, technically number 9 should have been medium. But because it appears as a triplet, 9 would be hard, 8 would be medium, and 7 would be easy. Even though if there are 20 of them, 7 should be also medium. Anyway, enough said. Number 14. We are done with number 13, that's it. The answer is 18. Which of the following is equivalent of, which of the following is equivalent to, rather, and let's first, before we write down thing here, the function is h of n equals n squared minus n. And they're asking us h of m plus 1, which is very simple, very straightforward. All we have to do here is plug in wherever we see n, just plug in n plus 1. Just plug in n plus 1 and do the problem. So n squared becomes n plus 1 squared, and then n is just n plus 1. Just like before, if they were to ask us what is h of 7, wherever we see n, we would have replaced it with 7. 7 squared minus 7. That's exactly what we're doing. Instead of 7, think of m plus 1 as a 7. Think of m as 6 if you like. It will be just m plus 1 squared minus m. We have to simplify it. We have to open it. So m plus 1 squared would be m squared plus 2m plus 1. As you can see, it is getting quite complicated. Minus m plus 1, which will be, I should have just, which will be simply m squared plus 2m plus 1 minus m. This is a minus sign, this is a positive sign, it becomes a minus 1. So this positive 1 and the negative 1 will drop out, and this 2m and this negative 1m will become m, so it becomes m squared plus m, which is simply, if you look at carefully, that is exactly the function g. That is the function g. We were told that g of n equals n squared plus n. Therefore g of m would be m squared plus m. That's the function g. That's it. The answer is A. Now the other way we could have solved this problem, this is a very classical way, very traditional way, very orthodox way, very algebraic way, geeky way, the nerdy way, the academic way. Another way we could have tackled this problem is by making up a number for m. If you don't want to deal with all this mumbo jumbo, make up a value for m and see what happens. So let's do that. We're going to redo this problem. I'm going to give you a second here in case you want to pause the screen and so forth. And we're going to redo it. This time we're going to plug in the value for m. There we go. What do you want to plug in? Anything that you want to plug in would work. Let's pretend. Let's plug in m equals 2. Let's plug in m equals to 2. So now we are looking for m of 2 plus 1, which is same as, rather h of 2 plus 1, which is same as h of 3, which would simply be 3 squared minus 3. 3 squared is 9 minus 3 is 6. This is our punchline. This is our punchline. Now all we have to do is go through the answer choices. Whatever we see m, we replace it with 2 and do whatever it is that appears in the answer choice and see which one gives us a value of 6. Let's do it, shall we? The first one says g of m. Remember, our m is 2. So g of 2 will simply be, if you look at the function g, it is 2 squared plus 2. What do you know? What do you know? 2 squared plus 2 equals 6. And therefore the answer is A. If you try out all the others, you will see that they all will give you different answer choices. None of the answer choices will give you, well, obviously you can clearly see that B and C are not going to work because B says plus 1 and C says minus 1. G of m, as you can see, G of 2 equals 6. So G of m plus 1 is going to be 1 more and the other one is 1 less. And H of m, if you look at D, H of m would be, m is 2. H of m would be, our H is this, 2 squared minus 2. 2 squared minus 2, which is 4 squared, 4 minus 2, which is 2. So D would give us 5. D would equal 5 because it is H of m plus 1. And E will equal 3. As I told you before, none of the 5 answer choices will work out to be what we are looking for, the punchline, which is 6. Except, of course, the correct answer, which is A. That's it. We are done. I was just trying to show you here that D and E do not work out. And B and C is very easy to see they're not going to work out because B is 1 more than the correct answer and C is 1 less than that. That's it. I will see you tomorrow, or we'll finish up the second column, number 15 and 16. Those are also hard problems and we'll tackle them tomorrow. Okay? Bye now.